Welcome, lords and ladies. How are you doing today? I hope you're super excited. I'm here with a brand new series that we're doing for Crusader Kings 3. This is a brand new series where we are starting as the Duke of Bohemia. This campaign, recommended by one of my viewers, is really exciting to me. I've always wanted to do a Bohemian campaign, but I've never gotten around to it. And we're going to have the added benefit of enjoying some new mechanics because we are on the new game version. This is a version 1.9.0.3, so this is the latest version of Crusader Kings. And we are also going to get to enjoy the brand new DLC that just released not even a few days ago, the Tours and Tournaments DLC. So this campaign is going to have some added flavor. We're going to be able to enjoy some new DLC along with our new campaign. So I'm super excited, guys. I hope you guys are ready for this. Hope you guys are excited to see some new DLC and some new content. We are taking a break from our modded content because the mods don't work anymore. They have to be modded or updated for the new game version, so I cannot record any more modded content. So that's okay. I wasn't going to stop me from making content, so we are going to continue. We're going to start a new series, a series with some new DLC that we'll be able to enjoy right here. And we are starting as the Duke of Bohemia. So let's start a new game. As you guys know, if you're a regular viewer, I don't start my campaigns or choose one of the pre-selected people who are already made. That's no fun for me. I enjoy this game most of all when I create my own ruler, and I've already got a ruler all created, so I'm super excited to introduce you to them. We are starting in the year 867 with our own ruler. So here we go. Let's get this game started. There are some new mechanics because of the DLC, things that we're going to discover as we play. I'm not going to get super in-depth with the new mechanics because I'm still familiarizing myself with them as well. So we are going to go on a journey and we are going to learn these new mechanics together, guys, all at the same time while having fun and building the Empire of Bohemia, I guess. So here we go. We are starting as the Duchy of Bohemia, which is interesting in and of itself for many reasons, geographic reasons, political reasons, a whole bunch of reasons, which are going to make this campaign super exciting. All the more reason why I am just super excited to play this. I keep saying that I'm excited. It's because I am. So here we go. We're going to choose the Duchy of Bohemia. Create our own ruler. Let me introduce you to Frederick Mercury. Freddie Mercury is going to be our ruler. Well, Frederick of the Dynasty Mercury. This is how I built him. You guys can check it out. These are all my skills. We kept it to within 400 points. I gave myself gregarious, ambitious, temperate. We have a fortune builder education. We've got the quick trait. And because I'm Freddie Mercury, I'm a friggin' poet. Of course, I had to give myself the poet trait. Because Freddie Mercury was a poet. So I feel like that fits us very well, having that poet trait. We have to edit our dynasty name because the game doesn't do it for us. So we have to do it. Mercury. And our motto is going to be, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I think that's a great motto to live by. A little play on words there, because I'm just a damn comedian. And I think that's everything. This is our starting religion. We are starting as non-Christian. So let's hover over the tenets. I'll hover over the tenets so you guys can pause the video and read them. They're okay for the most part. The trouble is in actually our culture. There's a couple of traditions here that I'm not a big fan of. Mountaineer ruralism is okay. Castle keepers is pretty good. That's going to benefit us a lot because we can hold castles personally. The downsides are industrious. I'm not a big fan of because of this stress gain penalty. And that's a pretty severe penalty. And then life is just a joke. Characters of this culture take bolder actions, and it is harder to make them intimidated or terrified. And that's not really good for us because a lot of the way that you prevent rebellions and you prevent factions is by having vassals be intimidated, or by having vassals be terrified. So if it's going to be hard for me to terrify people or intimidate people, this life is just a joke tradition has got to go. It's got to go. It's going to be one of the first things we change about our culture. But that's okay because we are going to be the cultural head. We will be the head of the Czech culture. So we're going to be able to make all those kinds of decisions right off the bat at the start of the campaign. So that's really good. Some not so great traditions that I'm not really a fan of, and then a couple of not so bad ones. So it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. We do have a dynasty emblem here that I'm going to change. I'll do that between the episodes. I'm not going to waste my time doing it in front of you guys. I'm not going to do it on your time. I'll do it on my time. So I will change this up to something that I think is cool. Starting Duchy of Bohemia. Let's get started. We are starting with 3 personal holdings, which is not it's not great. We can work on it. What's really good about our starting position is that in Bohemia, in our realm here, there's actually some farmland. Farmland that we don't control ourselves personally, not all of it. We only have the Duchy of the County of Prague, and there's already a city here on this farmland here. There's an empty bit of farmland here that we can start developing. But the other 2 farmlands are actually under the control of one of my vassals. So we need to do something about that. There's a lot of money-making potential in farmland. It's the most valuable terrain type, basically. So we're going to need to get that ourselves, and we're going to need to develop it ourselves. Absorb it into our holdings so we can directly benefit from it monetarily. And make sure that we're developing it, increasing the development, and building buildings and all those kinds of things. So that's going to be our goal, is to take this land from our vassal, which is going to be fun. And then just generally conquest wise, since we are where we are geographically, we have some issues with conquest because most of the powers around us to our north and to our east we're all kind of the same power relatively, which is going to make conquering it hard. And then we have East Francia to our west, which is going to be basically impossible to fight until it starts fragmenting. It might not fragment. It might take a long time for it to happen. But we're not going to be advancing west for quite a while, at least that's my guess. So conquest is going to be focused in the north and to the west. Or to the east, excuse me. Our first major goal is going to be to grab the Duchy of Moravia. We currently own all of the Duchy of Bohemia, which also is a kingdom. As you can see here, our duchy is also a kingdom, but we cannot create this kingdom yet unless we have another duchy title. So that's something we have to work towards, getting another duchy title so we can create this kingdom title. And I think Moravia to our east, southeast here is going to be our best target. Great Moravia is big, but there's something we can do about it. I have kind of a game plan. So let's start playing. Let's start dealing with these dilemmas. Let's start managing our realm. There's going to be a lot of realm management before we actually unpause. But the sooner we get started, the sooner we get it done. So the first thing that we have to manage, obviously, is the fact that we are not married. And this is going to help us in a lot of ways. What I'm going to do, especially since we're in such a volatile area with a lot of different powers, I think it's going to be very beneficial for us to begin with a marriage that's going to get us an alliance. Normally, I like to marry for traits early on, but we can marry for traits later. I think getting an alliance early on is really going to benefit us strongly. It's going to help us fight some of these people. So I'm going to marry this woman right here. It's going to get us an alliance with the Duchy of Silesia. They're right next to us. They're right on our borders, so they can quickly get military aid to us. So I think this is going to be really good. So I'm marrying this woman. Her personality isn't awful. She does have Craven, which isn't great. Her stewardship could be better. I wish her stewardship was a little bit better, but the alliance is what I'm prioritizing. She's nice and young. She's my age, so we're probably going to have a whole bunch of children. which is going to be a big problem in and of itself, but that's okay, guys. We want to get this marriage done. We want to get a wife into our court who is going to help us. She's going to contribute all of her skills to us. So we need a wife immediately. We need to start having children immediately. We're going to choose our lifestyle. If you know anything about me, we are going to start in the stewardship lifestyle. I want to get this divided attention perk, especially early on in a campaign. Having a lot of domain limit is really helpful. It's really going to help you consolidate your power early on. So we are going to crash for this divided attention, and we'll get architect as well. And then once we're done with this tree, we'll decide where we're going to go next. We have a lot of options, but we'll make those choices when we come to them. But for now, we're going to start in stewardship, domain focus, going down the architect line. Now we have some brand new activities available to us. We can go on a grand tour, or we can host a grand tournament. We are not going to do either of these. These are things that, as a result of our new DLC, as you can see, we have a new menu here. We have an activities menu. We can host grand activities. This is all going to wait. We're probably not going to do any of these in the first episode, obviously, because we don't have the money to splurge on these kinds of things right now. We have to focus on our realm. So we're not going to do any of those events. We're going to check our situations. We can hire a court physician, which I'm going to put off doing before we do any of that. Just like we married ourselves, we want to start filling up our court. We want to start getting people into our court so we can start having kids and start, fleshing out our court a bit. We're going to start marrying any unmarried courtiers off. So we're going to find courtiers in my court who are not married. This has got to be bugged out. There's no way this guy has no skills at all. This will probably fix itself, so just ignore all of this. We're going to get him married. He's actually my realm priest, believe it or not. My realm priest in my religion can actually get married, unlike in Catholicism. So we can marry off our realm priest, and we can actually appoint a different one if we want. But for now, we're going to get him married. Let's get some women in here who have inheritable traits. Wow. We got some intelligent women. It's awesome. It's almost making me regret marrying for the woman that I did for the alliance, because we have some strong traits here. Herculean is great. Or Amazonian. Alright, let's marry him to an intelligent woman. We have a female courtier. This is an opportunity for us to bring in somebody with really good prowess, because we need knights. The best one is 10, so she can marry him. Matrilineal marriage. Let's not forget to do this. We want to bring this man into our court, so we need to do matrilineal. We have somebody who hates us. Well, that's because he's a Catholic and we are not. We are pagan. So he's suffering an opinion penalty because he considers us evil. So we can try to convert him. Our realm priest already endorses us, so we don't have to sway them. Let's start swaying this guy. We want to convert him to our religion. But in the meantime, let's get him married. Let's marry him off to one of these Herculean women. That's it. Everybody else is a guest. We've got everybody married off. I'm going to quickly unpause, get all those marriages through. We just got our alliance. That's really good. Alright, so we got all those marriages to go through. Now that we have some more people in our court, maybe we'll have a good... This woman has 17 learning. She'll be a good physician in time. She is intelligent. We're going to hire her as our court physician. I'm not going to hire any more positions because they all get a salary and I can't afford salaries right now. The most important position, in my opinion, is the physician. They're so helpful. We're going to want to get a tutor as soon as possible as well, but we can wait till we start having children before we get a tutor. Let's save ourselves some money. Tutor is next. That takes care of jobs. Let's check opinions. My vassals all like me. That's good. One of my courtiers hates me. The rest are okay. We're going to put our wife on managed domain. We're going to put our chancellor on domestic affairs. This will improve vassal opinion. This will start getting our vassals' opinions up. We'll stay on collect taxes. Alright, they're all good. My council is kind of bad, except for my steward. My steward's a badass. He's got 22 stewardship. Everybody else kind of sucks. I do want to appease my powerful vassals early on in the campaign. Let's not upset them, so we'll keep everybody where they are, because they're all powerful vassals. We need to work on our council eventually. But for now, it's good the way it is. We have to choose our innovation, or whatever innovation that we want to study. I think early on for us, it's going to be very beneficial to study siege weapons, because it's going to speed up our conquests if we have siege weapons in our army. But we need to research that first, so let's get onagers. We already have Gavelkind, which gives us +1 domain limit, and we already have plenary assemblies, which gives us the ability to enact limited crown authority, which I'm actually going to do right now while I'm thinking about it, because we have the prestige for it. Perfect. This gives us the ability to revoke titles, which is going to be really beneficial for us, because my realm priest needs to get to work fabricating a claim against this guy with the farmland that we want. But in order to revoke his title, we need a claim first. So get to work, realm priest. Fabricate a claim for me. And now, as far as conquest, we can kind of do whatever we want relatively, because we have this alliance now. We have this alliance with Silesia, which is going to give us the ability to call on 2,000 men. So most of our neighbors aren't that strong. As long as me and Silesia stick together, we can win most of the wars that we're going to fight. The first war that we're going to fight, we actually don't need their help, I don't believe. We have a relatively good starting army. Damn. Let's actually look at that. We started with a regiment of heavy infantry, and we started with a regiment of light footmen. Both of them are up to level 2. Since I have the money, I'm going to get another men-at-arms regiment. We are going to invest in bowmen. I think a lot of my enemies are going to have light footmen in their armies. I'm just going to check a couple of my neighbors, confirm that. Yes, most of my neighbors... Oh, except Great Moravia. Most of them have light footmen, and light footmen are countered by bowmen. So let's get another regiment. Let's get a regiment of bowmen. That's enough for now. And immediately, right off the bat, before I'm going to declare war on Lubsko, because somebody else is going to jump on them before I do. So Lusatia or Silesia or Polania, one of them is going to jump on these weaker powers. But before they do, let's do it first. Let's declare war on Lubsko and grab a county from them before somebody else does. We want to ensure that we're growing and that we're curtailing our neighbors' abilities to grow, because that's going to be the only way that we kind of start snowballing our power. We need to limit the ability of our neighbors to expand, and this is going to do that for us. We'll take out the small powers that we can before they do. So Lubsko, we're going to take this county here. Raise all of our armies. Let's get some conquest going. I'm primarily going to want to start advancing south. This is where the main conquests are going to be, to the south and east. To the south and east. These are just distractions. This conquest is just... because I can. It's They're targets of opportunity. I can do them. And I don't want Lusatia to get stronger. I don't care if Silesia gets a little bit stronger because they're my ally, but we don't want Moravia to get strong or Lusatia to get strong. Let's speed it up here. One of my vassals just fought him. Good on him. He's gonna lose, but he tried. We have some decisions that we can make, like unite the Slavs or unite the West Slavs. So these are a couple of decisions that we're going to be working for. So we've got some goals. My steward informs me that there is a desperate need for a new road to traverse my county. We can get a stewardship perk out of this, so let's try to get it done. Hopefully it doesn't cost me too much money. We want that stewardship perk. The sooner we get divided attention, the better. Ooh, we're actually getting money from this. Excellent. I don't want to suffer this popular opinion penalty. Alright, we're going to give the 50 gold that we just got, and we're just going to give it right back. The stewardship perk is what I really want out of it. That's the value. Money is secondary. I don't want to lose any more gold. Roadside patrols is going to reduce my levy size, and... we're going to have to increase the control in this county because it's going to go down by 20. We can do that. I got a job for you, Marshal. We can get some gold. We can get some gold back. Thank you. Hopefully that's the last part. There we go. Got some more holding taxes. Got some more development growth. Got a reduce in danger. This is a new mechanic, but we'll talk about that when that becomes relevant. But we got our perk. Do we want this guy to join our court? If he had good prowess, maybe I would have considered it, but nope. No thanks. Yeah, I don't need you. I've actually got my steward on collect taxes, so that's great. We've won our first war. And the second one is not too far behind. I'm going to give my army just like a month or two to catch their breath, and then we're going to go to war with the chiefdom of Bolota. We're going to take this from them. We're going to take another county away from Lusatia. to conquer. And this is another conquest that I don't need to call my ally in for. So we can just do this ourselves. I don't have to spend the prestige to call in my ally. Another thing to point out is we are a feudal-style government, but our realm is going to be basically growing into tribalism. So every time we take a new holding or we take something that's tribal, we will have to personally feudalize it. All the holdings that we have now are all castles, so they're all castle holdings. But a lot of the lands that we're going to be taking in the future, they're all tribal holdings, and it costs 500 gold in order to feudalize a holding. So that is going to be something that we're going to have to save a lot of money for, guys, is to have the ability to feudalize lands. In particular, the ones that we want to hold personally, those are the most important. So, for example, we're going to have to, when we take these lands from my vassal, these are tribal holdings. So once I take this farmland from my vassal, I'm going to have to invest money to feudalize them. Which is not a small amount of money. 500 gold at this point in the campaign it's going to be interesting to try to accumulate that. We're going to have to see what we can do. We're going to have to be as frugal as we can with our money. And right when I say that, we're going to spend money on declaring another war. Because we're in the tribal era... Ooh, my wife is pregnant. And apparently I think it's hilarious. Alright, cool. My wife is pregnant. And we just grew a ridiculous Merlin beard. Which I don't want. So let's change our appearance. There's a full barb... Hold on, I have to get rid of this event. I did notice that when you go into the barbershop, your frame rate kind of drops. I don't know why. I think it's just because of the new version. Maybe it's a bug that needs to be ironed out. But we're just gonna ignore it. It only happens when you're in the barbershop. So, no, I don't want to change your clothes. I want to change your beard, and I want to change your crown. We're gonna give him a Freddie Mercury mustache. And we're going to give him a new crown, because he's a duke. So he gets a duchy crown. I'm still smiling at a joke my Volkiv... Alright, full disclosure, I'm gonna suck at pronouncing these names, so I'm probably just gonna skip over them or not read them at all, so forgive me. I just don't want to butcher these pronunciations. It's gonna be a problem, because a lot of these things I'm not gonna be able to pronounce. Alright, they don't like one of my counselors. Leash, I've been meaning to talk to you. I know I feel much of a... This guy doesn't want him on the council. I'm gonna suffer disgruntled vassals for 5 years. Powerful vassal opinion, -10 for 5 years. Or I can gain some stress and just fire this guy. We just have to hope that we get a better realm priest. Let's dismiss him. You know what? A duke may pick his own council. Now we're designing an aqueduct. Wow, we're just going full Roman this episode. First we built roads, now we're building an aqueduct. It's gonna cost me money. Let's just do irrigation ditches. I still have a chance of getting this stewardship perk. And I don't have to spend money. Let's save some money. Unforeseen difficulties. Let's try this stewardship challenge, 45%. Slow progress. My realm priest and I are ambling through my gardens, laughing raucously at a rhyme he overheard a servant tell. When my count crosses our path. He looks at us sternly. My lord, there is something I wish to discuss if you have a moment. Well, what is it? This had better be good. You're interrupting my conversation with my vassal. Ooh, we just had a daughter. She didn't get an inheritable trait, which is to be expected because my wife doesn't have any. I'm the only one passing on traits, so that's okay. We have a daughter. I'm glad that we had a daughter first, by the way. Let's win this war so we can get our money back. Start saving money again. I'm currently fabricating a claim, which is going to cost me money at the end of it. Alright, for now, I think that's going to be the end of our expansion north. We're going to start focusing on Great Moravia now. They don't have any alliances. They only have 2,000 men, which is more than us currently, but we have our ally, right? Yes, we have our ally. So, Great Moravia is our next conquest. Let's give our army a little bit of time. I'm going to wait for this fabrication to finish and spend the money on that. We'll revoke this title, and then we'll declare this war. So let's disband our army. I just got my lifestyle perk. Come on. Come on. There we go. Crossing the courtyard, I'm pleased to finally hear someone appreciating my high priest. Oh, don't listen to those sour grapes. You're the best high priest Bohemia has had in ages. At least that I know of. Let's have a night out, just us three, for 15 gold. Okay. And I lost disgruntled vassals. That's good. Spend 15 gold. That's okay. We can train for a tournament. Train your prowess for an upcoming grand tournament. I'm not going to do this expecting to go to a tournament, but I will start the training because there's actually a possibility that I could get opinion bonuses. And I can even increase my prowess by 1 permanently if this is successful. So let's do it. Let's train for a tournament. I gained the trait wounded. Damn it. Alright, I guess we're not tournament material. My high priest burst into my rooms, knocking over a lamp and almost sitting a cushion of light. Freddy, I'm sure I'm being followed. He thinks he thinks somebody's trying to murder him. Do we want to try to help him out? There's a possibility I can unearth a conspiracy and gain 10 dread. No one threatens my high priest. Let's try it. Wow, somebody was trying to kill him. As I recline with my high priest, we receive a missive from my spy master instructing both of us to attend my dungeon. There, in the dank bowels of my castle, we find him, with a miserable mayor in chains at his side. This is the culprit, my lord. There is no doubt. My marshal was trying to kill my realm priest. I can get a hook on my count. Oh, no, no, no. He's a baron. He's a baron. He's not a count. Getting a hook on a baron isn't really valuable. If I torture him, I gain disgruntled vassals again. Let's imprison him. This gives us an opportunity to hire a new marshal. Let's see what we can get out of him. Can we get any money out of him? We can. We can get 30 gold. My ally is calling us to war against Great Moravia. What is he trying to take? He's trying to take this entire duchy? Alright, this is kind of interesting, because I was just about to call in my ally to help me fight Great Moravia. But I kind of don't want my ally to get super powerful. He's going to get this duchy at the end of the war. You know what? I'll accept. I'm not going to help him directly conquer the lands that he needs to get, but I will aid him in his war against Great Moravia. Or you know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Sorry, I'm kind of making decisions here on the fly. So, if I help my ally conquer this duchy, my ally gets more powerful. Great Moravia gets weaker. I mean, that's good. That is something that we want. But if I... You know what? Let's help him. Let's help him. We're going to put our war against Great Moravia on the back burner. Let's help our ally out. Let's do it. It's going to cost my army a lot to be raised, but the quicker we help him, the sooner the war gets over. So let's do it. We'll help him fight a couple battles. Hopefully that's all we'll need to do in order to win. Maybe take a couple of holdings. Hopefully we can end this war as soon as we can. That got us up to 46. That's good. Okay. The benefits outweigh... The benefits of us helping our ally are good for us. Our ally gets a little bit more powerful, and Moravia gets weaker, so we can fight them. So, I think we're doing the right thing here. Let's do it. Is this going to give us a trinket? Yeah, we just got a trinket. Nice. It's not high quality, but it's going to give us +1 learning and more prestige every month. Alright. Not bad. We'll fight them as soon as we take this. Oh, we have to station our men-at-arms. That's a new thing that I forgot to talk about. We'll do that once this war is over. My men-at-arms are currently busy. We got our claim. So we can revoke this title from our count. Let's see if they'll accept. Might accept. 95% chance. So that's pretty much guaranteed. Let's get our title. This is going to cause them to absolutely hate us. But they accepted. They're down to 53. Who am I swaying? Oh, I'm swaying the guy that we can now convert. So I can convert this guy. I don't need to sway him anymore. Let's sway this vassal that hates us now. Let's send them a poem. 81% chance that they like the poem. Let's sing them a song. We're Freddie Mercury. Let's sing them a song. The poem is mocked. What? Alright, maybe it wasn't one of Freddie's strongest poems. But that kind of sucks. That just set us back a whole bunch. See, guys? In order to feudalize things, 500 gold. That's a lot. But we're going to have to save up and eventually feudalize Letomerie. This. Wow, this this campaign is going to be so rough when it comes to pronouncing things. It should be a source of great entertainment for you guys. My lack of ability to pronounce half of these things. There we go. We just won the war for our ally. We just captured the king. Alright, just end it. Just end it. Hurry up. There we go. My wife is pregnant. Again. So now that Moravia is super weak now, let's get our war declared. We're going to declare a war for their capital. Bruno, I'm naming this. Bruno. We're taking Bruno. I'm going to call my ally in just for good measure. I helped him with his war. He can help me with my war. I want to put this guy on the council to improve his opinion, but he would be an absolutely horrible chancellor. Let's give him the spy master job. He'd be an okay spy master. And let's give our old spy master the chancellor job. That way everybody's happy. So while we're conquering this, we are at our domain limit here. So once we take this land, it's gonna increase our domain limit. Somebody becomes my courtier, this guy. He's Cornish. He's only got 6 prowess. He has a couple of daughters that will come into my court, and then I will be able to get them married off, so I'll be able to get some more knights, potentially, into my court. So sure, I'll take this guy on. He's already married. His prowess is crap, but it's another knight. He has to convert though. My daughter's first childhood trait, or her childhood trait, just expressed itself. She wants to be stewardship education, which is fine with me. Let's educate her ourselves. We have a court artifact, but we don't have a court yet, so can't really utilize that. So what was I saying? Okay, so we are at our domain limit, and then once we take this, it's going to add to our domain limit. And I think most of the things that I want to hold on to are obviously all the farmlands in the Duchy of Bohemia. Anything else that I conquer, I'm willing to part with. I wouldn't mind controlling all of Bohemia, actually. Maybe we'll eventually take all of this land for ourselves. We got some farmland down here. Three baronies worth. Maybe I'll give away one of these counties that I don't really care about, that I just took because I could. I'll give one of these away next. I just had another daughter. Still no inheritable traits. Svatava. I'll educate her as well. I'm actually okay with having daughters early on. Give myself some time and put some distance between me and any potential male heirs. I just seized the loincloth of Jesus. If I fulfill the requirements, I get to benefit from that. Let me check that out. Let me check out the loincloth of Jesus. Domain taxes of the same faith plus 4%. Court grandeur plus 4. Monthly piety plus 20%. And just regular piety plus 7 a month. The requirements, I need to be a Christian faith, and I need to have Christian syncretism doctrine. Does Catholicism even have that? Would Catholics even be able to benefit from the loincloth of Jesus? I don't think they would. Even if I wanted to convert to Catholicism, what about Orthodoxy? No. What about the Coptics? I would have to reform. Alright, so I can even use this. Even if I converted to Catholicism, I wouldn't be able to use the loincloth of Jesus. Yeah. Let me double check that. Maybe I'm overlooking something, guys. I don't want to... Yeah, they wouldn't... Pluralist? Is that the one? Righteous? Righteous? Alright, so we have a useless loincloth of Jesus. The only thing we can benefit from it is our court grandeur. We just don't meet the requirements. Oh, it says at least one of these. Guys, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All we would have to do is be Christian, and then we could benefit from this. We're going to wait. I think I'm eventually going to convert to Catholicism, but I'm gonna wait. So let's just hold on to the loincloth of Jesus, and then we'll get to use it later. Maybe once we create a kingdom. We'll just put the loincloth of Jesus in our junk drawer for safekeeping. Oh, see? Lusatia just grabbed that other piece of Lubsko. And Poland, or Polania, grabbed that other piece of the power that we fought for this. You know, for Great Moravia's size, they're not very strong militarily. The size of their realm does not correspond to the strength of the military. So we took Bruno. Let's give away this. I'm not going to bother feudalizing it. I'm not going to waste my time. Let's just put a noble here. There we go. We're just going to keep chipping away at Great Moravia until we finish Moravia completely. And then we can create the Duchy of Moravia, or usurp it in this case. And then once we have the 2 duchy titles, we'll be able to create our Kingdom of Bohemia. Oh yeah, we're going to station our men-at-arms regiment. This is a new mechanic here. I'm still trying to fully understand it myself, but I guess the best way to do this would be to read the tooltip. A men-at-arms regiment receives bonuses to its effectiveness by being stationed in a holding. Buildings can further increase these bonuses, sometimes for any type of men-at-arms, but most commonly for 1 or 2. For example, small stables provides a bonus to stationed light cavalry and heavy cavalry. You can station at any time except during war, or if the holding is occupied. If a holding is lost, any stationed men-at-arms will be unstationed. So we have 3 men-at-arms regiments that we can station in one of our many holdings here. I'm going to station somebody in Prague. I'm going to station some in my new holding here with the farmlands. And I will station somebody else, I don't know, here. There we go. So I'm assuming that when you have your men-at-arms stationed in a place, they are going to add their... they're going to benefit. They're benefiting from these, so their strength is now 1.5... plus 1.5 attack, plus 2.4 defense. And I'm assuming that they're going to contribute to the defense of these holdings if they ever get attacked. Not quite sure. This is not a really clear mechanic for me. Anyway. Whatever. They're stationed now. We did what the game wanted us to do. Let's keep increasing the control. We need to fabricate another claim against this count's last holding here, because we want this farmland, so let's put our realm priest to work on that. I guess I don't technically need to sway this guy anymore. I'm going to go for this stress relief. We're still going to finish the sway scheme, but I wasn't going to increase the chances of it. It's already at 82% chance. It's fine. We are coming up on an hour, guys. We get about 5 minutes. Or 7 minutes? No, 5 minutes. What else can we do here? I don't believe we're going to be able to get any more conquests unless we really speed 5 it. Our next truce ends in 11 months with... Oh, we can't even fight them because Poland took this. Okay. I just went up a level devotion. I'm going to spend some of our accumulated money on increasing our men-at-arms. Let's slowly but steadily increase the strength of our military. Yeah, I think we're going to be hitting kind of a lull here. I don't know how much more military conquest I'm going to be able to get. We're limited by the truces that we have. I do want to fight Great Moravia again. And I don't want to expand northward anymore. I mean, I guess we could fight Lusatia. How strong are they? They're not that strong. We can take Dresden. We can work for this duchy, Milcenia. We already do have one piece of it. They're currently fighting a war against one of my vassals. Is one of my vassals trying to take land? Conquest of the chieftain of Vogtland. Yeah, my count here is trying to take a piece. Let's take our piece. Whoops, I keep forgetting to move my flag. And I will call in my ally, just to be safe. Let's get as much conquest as we can early on. It'll just help us in the long run. Jump on opportunities as they present themselves. This opportunity was too much to pass up. Let's fight them. We have a diplomacy challenge. Let's get our wife to help us out a little bit. There we go. And we actually don't need to sway him anymore. Let's check all of our vassals. Let's sway you. Let's sway the person whose land I'm gonna take. Alright, we are coming up on an hour, but let's finish this conquest, and then maybe let's get this last claim and revoke this last title, and then we can end the episode there. I think that'll be a good ending point. We got some conquest. We got a decent amount. There was a Liberty faction that I didn't even know existed, and it just disbanded, so that's good. That's good news. Another diplomacy challenge. It worked. Thank you, wife. These are tumultuous times for the county of Bruno. Report after report arrives detailing the dire state of affairs in the area, and the peasants have started muttering about alternative solutions. What, rebellion? Meticulous management for 10 years, popular opinion? Or do we want holding taxes? Let's get meticulous management. Let's improve our popular opinion. Or you know what? Let's do this. Let's get some dread and get suppressed unrest for 10 years. Get this holding tax. We are literally just about to get popular figurehead, which is going to improve the popular opinion anyway. So we got the money instead. Let's end this damn war. Let's make this blind man our spy master. Oops. None of these people are contributing to my war score, so let's ransom. Let's get some money out of them. That didn't give me any money. Did I not choose the... Wow, this guy has really good skills. Oh, wow, I never did my night manager. This guy has really good skills, but I really won't be able to take advantage of them. The only reason I would want to bring him in is for his prowess, so he could be a knight. I'm not going to put him on the council because I'm trying to appease my powerful vassals, so... Sorry, dude. I was very close to recruiting you. This guy just sucks, too. Let's finish this siege, and then we'll fight another battle. Now that I have children, let's fill this court tutor position. We just got another domain limit, which is beautiful. Somebody's inviting us to a festival. Where is it? Where? It's in Norway. No thanks. Too far away. Because now, because of the new mechanics and the new DLC, when you go to a location, like, let's just say if I went to a feast somewhere, I actually travel. I actually physically travel there. Let me show you. Let me give you an example. Let me show you a little bit of the new stuff. So, like, let's, for example... Oh, I can't even plan it. Damn it. So anyway, I can't show it to you right now, but there's actually a path that you take to go to your location, and you ask. There's a mechanic where you risk running into danger through certain kinds of terrain. Like if you're going through an enemy's terrain, you run the risk of like getting caught or bad things happening. So there's no way I'm traveling all the way to Norway for that. No, thank you. Here, maybe I can... Oh, maybe it wouldn't let me show you because I was... let's not do a tour. Let's plan a hunt. Missing 5 gold. Alright, whatever. Alright, I can't show it to you guys. We're gonna have plenty of opportunities to mess around with the new DLC and the new mechanics. I just don't have money to mess around with them right now. I have an axe here that I didn't know about. This is one of my enemies. I don't care if he hates me. No. There we go. Now we can grab popular figurehead. One more and we get divided attention. Hopefully this battle ends it. Please, please, please. There we go. So that's another piece of conquest we can actually absorb into our realm because we have the domain limit, but then we're going to actually have to give something away again because I'm just about to finish fabricating this claim, and then we are going to take this. And then once we do that, that's where I'm going to end the episode, guys. So let's make sure everything is hunky-dory. My wife is pregnant again. Maybe we'll have a son this time. I do want to eventually start prioritizing my steward on developing the counties and increasing the development in counties. I want to increase the development here in Prague, but right now collecting taxes is... This is the short-term money making. This is long-term money making. Increasing the development. Increasing the development is obviously stronger, but I kind of just want to get... I just want to get this short-term instant gratification from collect taxes. And I am not going to have enough money once this fabrication finishes to afford the fabrication. Maybe once I release this guy. Nope, he's only going to give me 1 gold. I'm being called to war again. Now Silesia is fighting Vistulania. I'll accept the war declaration, but he can fight that himself. We'll give him a nice pat on the back and a pep talk, and then he can fight it himself. Yeah, getting this claim is going to cost me like 70 gold or something, so we're just not going to have enough. I'll take the 2 gold. Let me check my courtiers. I have one unmarried courtier here. Two unmarried courtiers. Let's bring some knights in. He's got the better prowess. Let's make sure they're my knights. I want to try to get my counselors out of the responsibility of being knights as well, as soon as I can. Especially my steward. I don't want to lose him. Okay, so unfortunately, yeah, 78 gold. It's going to cost us a bit. We're going to go into debt, which isn't great, but we'll get out of it soon enough. Let's get our new land, our new farmland that rightfully belongs to us. And I did just have a son who did not get any inheritable traits either. That stinks. Alright, we're only 27, so we got plenty of time to have more sons, but this is my firstborn son, so his name is going to be Frederick. Frederick. Freddie Mercury Jr. Alright, so we own all the farmland in our duchy. We own it all. I'm deciding what I'm going to give away here. I have no intention on holding any of Milsenia. Let me check the development. It's not great. The development in general where I am kind of stinks. But it's no better up here. And there's not any really valuable terrain. Plains are pretty good. Let's give away Gorlitz. It's not feudalized, but that's okay. All we care about is the Duchy of Bohemia. Alright. My ally is winning their war handily, so they're winning it themselves. They don't even need me. Alright. So we are in a little bit of debt, but that's okay. That'll resolve itself in time. Just a little bit of time. A few months. And here we go. We are slowly starting to grow. We got some conquest, or some early ones. Some early conquest to prevent somebody else from taking this land. And then we finally started dipping our toes into Moravia here, so we can work towards this duchy, and then we can create the Duchy of Moravia. And then finally create the Kingdom of Bohemia. So, got a decent amount done. We got the ball rolling. We got our kids going. We're starting to have children. We're married. Conquests are going well. Haven't unlocked any of our innovations yet, but that's going to take a bit. That's going to take some time, obviously. But so far, so good. I like the way we started so far, so I'm happy with it. But If you guys were happy with this episode and you're looking forward to more, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments what you think. This is still early. This is only episode 1. This is the first episode, so this is your opportunity to give me a heads up on stuff. Maybe make some recommendations on things that I should check out or things I should try out. Maybe some conquest ideas. I think I generally know what I'm going to do, so I have an idea in mind, but maybe you guys know something that I don't. Maybe one of you have played as Bohemia before, and maybe there's a trick to the trade that you guys can let me know about. So feel free to do that in the comments. Let me know what you think, if you guys are excited for the campaign and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys have not subscribed yet and you do like the Crusader Kings content and you want more content, just hit that subscribe button. Lets me know that you guys really appreciate the content, and it'll just motivate me more to give you guys more content as more often. You know what I mean? So hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate your views. Hope to see you in the next episode. And until then, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.